They say Jesus is on that main line. Tell him what you want. Jesus is on that main line. You got to tell him what you want. Jesus is on that main line. You got to tell him what you want. You can call him up and tell him what you want. If you're sick and you want to give, well, you got to tell him what you want. If you're sick and you want to give away, you got to tell him what you want. If you're sick and you want to get well, you got to tell him what you want. Can call him out and tell him what you want. They said Jesus is on that main line. You got to tell him what you want. Jesus is on that main line. You got to tell him what you want. Jesus is on that main line. You got to tell him what you want. You can't tell him about it. Tell him what you want. Well, if you're feeling down and out, you got to tell him what you want. If you're feeling down and out, you got to tell him what you want. If you're feeling down and out, you got to tell him what you want. Oh, you can tell him about it and tell him what you want. They say Jesus is on that main line. You got to tell him what you want. Jesus is on that main line. You got to tell him what you want. Jesus is on that main line. You got to tell him what you want. You can call him up and tell him what you want. Yeah. Jesus is on that main line. You got to tell him what you want. Jesus is on that main line. You got to tell him what you want. Jesus is on that main line. Tell him what you want. You can call him up.